Hello and welcome to the Learn SQL by Solving Problems series. I'm thrilled to be your guide on this learning adventure. Throughout this series, we'll explore SQL by tackling real-world problems together. You'll find several sets of challenges at three levels: basic, intermediate, and advanced, each filled with a variety of questions to help you learn and grow. Ready to level up your SQL skills? Let's dive in and get started. To begin, let's visualize the data in the employee table. We achieve this using the select statement, which retrieves data from the table. Here's how it works. To fetch all columns, we use the asterisk, which acts as a wildcard. The from keyword indicates the source of the data. In this example, we specify the employee table as the data source. By combining these, we can write a query that retrieves all columns from the employee table. Now, let's solve the 5 problems we have so far. As the question states, how many rows are there? We already have the employee table loaded in the database. But how do we find the number of rows? To count the number of rows, we make use of the aggregate function, count. This calculates the number of rows that match a specified condition. Let's see what we have got so far. This returns a single value. In this case, 10. However, it doesn't look right as the column name is missing. We solve this by introducing a new keyword called as. In SQL, as is used to create an alias, which is a temporary name assigned to a table or column in a query. Now let's run the query again. After executing the query, it shows the column name, number of rows. 2. How many departments are there? As we can see, there are many employees who works in different departments in the organization. There is HR, data analytics, finance and marketing. However, there are multiple occurrences as many people work under the same department. As per the expected output, we can see it returns only the count of distinct departments. Now how do we do it? Like the word distinct, we have a keyword in SQL called distinct, which returns the unique values in a certain column. As we can see, it returns the distinct values of the department column, which are data analytics, finance, HR, and marketing. But how do we count the number of these distinct values? We do that by wrapping the entire query inside the count aggregate function. Now let's execute the query. We can see it now returns 4, as per the expected output. 3. Return the first names of employees that end with A. We are expected to return the employee ID and the first name column, where employee's first name ends with E. Alice, Charlie, Eve and Grace all have names that ends with E. Let's solve this. Let's first select the columns that we want to display. In this case, it will be employee ID and the first name column from the table employee. Now we use the where keyword in SQL. The where keyword specifies a condition in SQL, used for filtering. We mention the column, which is in this case the first name. Now we use the like keyword, which is used for pattern matching in SQL. The percent symbol is a wildcard that matches 0 or more characters in a string. In this case, %A means match any number of characters before the letter E. Now let's execute the query. Our results now matches with the expected output. 4. There is a mistake with Jack Wilson's salary. It should be 55,000, not 5,500. We will use the update keyword in SQL. This is a DML or data manipulation language as it modifies the data in the table. After writing the update, we mention the table name. In this case, it is employee. Then we use the set keyword, which requires the column to be updated. In this case, it will be the salary column. If we run this query, it will update for all the records. Therefore, we need to mention the person whose salary we need to fix. We add a where clause followed by employee ID of the respective employee. Jack's ID is 10, therefore we write 10. The reason we update by the employee ID column so that the right individual gets updated and not others, as there can be many with the same name. Therefore, we can say the employee ID column is the primary key of the table. Let's now execute the query. Great! Now let's view the updated table. As we can see, in the updated table the salary for Jack is fixed. It is now 55,005. What is the minimum, maximum and average salary per department? In the expected output, we can see there are 4 columns: department, maximum, minimum and average. These are the aggregated values. At first, let's use the select statement on the department column as shown previously in the expected output. Now, we will use the following functions to aggregate the values max, min and avg on the salary column. Let's put aliases to rename the new columns. In order to view per department, we need to use the group by function. The group by clause organizes data into groups based on one or more columns. Since we want to view the maximum, minimum and average values per department, we have to group by the department column. Let's now run the query. It now matches with the expected output. Now we know the maximum, minimum and the average salary per department. Now it's time to test what you have learned and understood so far. Quiz 1. What are the number of employees per department? Quiz 2. Which employee's first name starts with A? Pause this video and do it yourselves. It should not take you more than 5 minutes. Have you solved it? If so, great. If not, no worries, as I will guide you through. For quiz 1, what are the number of employees per department? We at first count the number of distinct employees by their employee ID. The count is the aggregation function. Then we group by the department. Let's execute the query. Pretty easy, right? For quiz 2, which employee's first name starts with A? We just have to change the order of the wildcard, which is the % after the like keyword. Let's run the query. This returns the list of employees. In this case, only one, which is Alice, whose first name starts with the letter A. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, there's plenty more exciting content on the way, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give a thumbs up. Stay tuned and see you in the next one.